Alrighty then. We are finally back up and rolling. Yeah. Gonna be doing these videos a little bit differently now because I have an introduction video. So, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy it. Roll it!
Hey everybody,
Hey
welcome
guys.
to another video.
Hey everybody, it's
Corona
Sean
Broker.
Sweeney, the
Hey
Colorado
guys,
International
they're all you cats and
Broker,
kids.
local
It's
Colorado
the Corona
Los
Broker.
Cabos Broker.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
And to follow up that video, I say enthusiastically. If you have not already done so, please hit that like and subscribe button. Show your support for the Corona Broker. Get up-to-date news on everything Corona Broker. And help me with that YouTube algorithm. Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Been a while since I made my last video, but that's because a lot of things have been happening to me, and I've been taking quite a bit of notes just for you. However, before we get into that, I wanted to make this video. This video, I want to go over 3 major things that I don't think I, touched on very well. First off, I would like to clarify, why is Sean Sweeney, me, the Corona Broker? Why did I start down this path, and what are my goals? The second thing is that I would like to answer a question that I've never even asked. That question would be, what's the future for this channel look like? What are my goals? Third and finally, I would like to answer a question that I should ask. Now, for this video to flow how I wanted it to, I'm going to answer the first question first, the second question third, and the third question second. We'll figure it out along the way. We'll just go ahead and start. So we'll start off at the beginning of what started my real estate career. I got an opportunity before I ever even thought about doing real estate as a job. That opportunity was to sell in Los Cabos, Mexico. Hold on. Wait, what? Turns out a friend has some inside contacts in the real estate game down there and said, hey, I like you. I know you can sell. You get your Colorado license. I'll give you a job. So then I responded with, where do I sign? So I got to studying, did a 10-month school in 4 months to become a Colorado licensed real estate broker. Not an agent, a broker. I also passed the first try, which I guess only 20% of participants do. So that was pretty cool. So November 2019, I became a broker and then signed with Coldwell Banker. So they currently hold my license as a real estate broker. And then COVID happened. That's right. The coronavirus shut everything down. Cost me my full-time job at the time, and becoming a real estate agent when the world shut down is kind of hard. So I started making videos, which is what the old videos were. Then things started picking up and open houses were available to be held again. You could hold open houses again. That's how you say that. So I posted it on my Snapchat, and it turns out one of my old colleagues from way long ago was in the market for a home. She just had her kid. She had just had her first baby with her hubby, and she was looking for a new home and to sell her old one. I was like, I'm your guy. They signed with me to sell and buy their first home, which means I got my first client. Yeah. Which is like the huge first step in my process to becoming the world's best broker. Then something kind of personal happened after that. It affected both my personal life and my business life. That is that I quit smoking nicotine. That was really hard. But I'm 5 months clean now, so staying strong. But back to the deal. Now, this deal was full of learning opportunities. It really was. So much happened, in fact, that I'm going to make a whole video about it on the next video. So I'm just going to kind of go over some of the highlights right now and go into more details about what it's actually been like to sell during the coronavirus in the next video. But the big highlights were we got a full price offer almost like 3 days after we listed. It was awesome. And then we struggled to make it work. And then after all this work, we have to cancel it. Why, you may ask? Because FHA loans are complex. But it is what it is. So we relisted, $5,000 less. Then 2 days later, we have another offer, full price. Yes. Guess what? It closed. Yes. Which means I got my very first check, and I can officially answer the question, what it's been like becoming a real estate broker during the coronavirus. It's been interesting to say the least. A lot of road bumps, a lot of extra steps to be made, but step by step, we're pushing along. And then, out of nowhere, I had someone reach out to me from my previous credit card video that had some questions and wanted to clarify some things. That blew me away. My videos actually were being watched by someone and they paid attention. So it's kind of cool. And to kind of wrap up and get us all current to what's been going on, I ended up getting a referral from my first clients to one of their friends and I'm now currently under contract and selling their property. I have my next client already and we're scheduled to close at the beginning of the year, 2021. Yeah! But I'll include that in the next video as well, give you guys more of an update and let you know what's been going on with that. So now that we've answered questions 1 and 3, let's answer question 2. What am I going to be doing with this channel, with these videos? What's the goal? What do I want to do? What are you gonna be seeing from me? Well, after a lot of thought and much guidance, I decided to boil this channel down to kind of 3 topics. Colorado, Cabo, real estate. Why? Well, there's a few reasons. First things first is real estate. That is my career goal. That's what I want to do. That is what I want to put most of my time and effort into. And what I would like for that to accomplish is I want people who are new to real estate, new agents, or first-time home buyers who are just looking for information. I want them to be able to come to this channel and learn something new that they didn't know before, or maybe answer a question they were unsure of. Real estate is super in-depth, and there are tons of legal liabilities everywhere. There's a lot of stuff that can happen to a deal at all times. So I don't know, maybe with me sharing my experiences, especially during the coronavirus, maybe you can learn a thing or two, and maybe along the way I answer a couple questions. Then we have the beautiful, gorgeous, amazing state of Colorado that I have the wonderful pleasure of calling my home. I grew up here in northern Colorado, but I've been all across the state my whole life. My dad was an auctioneer and a lumberjack. Wait, what? Yeah, I grew up auctioneering and splitting wood as a kid. I went all across the state and got to experience a lot of different culture in Colorado. And I really don't like it when people say Colorado has no culture. We just have a different kind of culture. I like to call that culture Western culture, like Wild West culture. But that's details for another time. The biggest thing is that I want to be able to show off some of the gorgeous, amazing places Colorado has to offer that a lot of people who aren't locals don't get to see. But I also want to support a lot of local businesses by giving them little highlights on my channel and doing little like interviews with local shops, businesses, restaurants. And I genuinely feel like Colorado is an underrepresented state in the YouTube community, especially by someone who's lived here all of their life and genuinely knows all of Colorado and not just the 2 biggest cities of Colorado. I am also an amateur videographer and I do enjoy having some fun. As a matter of fact, I've already made a couple little short clips about a couple days I've had in Colorado. They were like 2 days apart, but well, you'll see the difference in weather in each of them. One of them was up in the Rocky Mountain National Forest. Then the other one was in my hometown, Fort Collins, Colorado. Honestly, I love it here. I grew up here. I love everything about it. But there are some times where it can get a little iffy. Like when a fire turns your entire city orange. Like sepia filtered. I'm not kidding. Check it out. This is unseen footage of Fort Collins during the Cameron Peak wildfire. Now, I would like to mention those first 2 videos were after the fire. They were not beforehand. The whole state hasn't burned down. It's okay. But there is a lot of scarring up in the mountains. I'm going to be providing you guys with some of the burn scar footage, so I hope you really enjoy that when I get a chance to go up. Unfortunately, when I planned to go up for this video, well, my drone decided to land itself in a river, so she drowned. So now she's just here for looks. So unfortunately, I really couldn't provide that footage this time around, but it will be coming up in one of the next videos. And finally, we have the big goal of Cabo. Unfortunately, I still have quite a bit of work to do before I can really get out down to Cabo to sell. But as soon as I get down there, I cannot wait for the amazing places I can show you guys. Not only that, I really want to show off the culture as well. And then you combine that culture with just the natural beauty of Los Cabos area. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Y quiero hacer videos en español para una comunidad en Colorado. But my Spanish still isn't that great, and I'm still working on it, so we're not going to go super hard into that yet. Pero practicando. And to kind of sum it all up, I really just want to show off these amazing, wonderful places that I have pretty unique access to, while also teaching you something about real estate along the way and hopefully answering any questions you may have. That, however, is the overall kind of goal and direction that I want to take this channel. Now, the next video is going to be the key video if you're here for the real estate knowledge, because that's where I'm going to be going over a lot more in depth what it's genuinely been like becoming a broker during the coronavirus pandemic. And I'll be going over these transactions and kind of explaining what happened, where things went wrong, what I could have done better, and what was just bad luck. And if you or anyone you know needs help buying or selling in Colorado or Los Cabos area, and or have any real estate questions for the Colorado Los Cabos area, please do feel free to contact me. I am only currently licensed in Colorado, so I can only guarantee my answers for this state. But I have many tools and resources and want to learn more about everything and anything. So please, call, text, email, PM, DM, whatever suits your fancy, whatever fits your fancy, whatever floats your boat. And I will provide you the best service that you've probably ever received. Now, my next video is going to be more real estate oriented. However, upcoming, I have already locked down an interview with a local restaurant here in Fort Collins that I personally just love. It's a delicious burrito place. It's amazing. I can't wait to show you guys it. It is called Matador Mexican Grill, and if you've ever heard of Chipotle or Qdoba, it's basically that, just way better. Like, way better. More flavor options, more flavor, just better. But until then, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram by searching hashtag CoronaBroker or Colorado International Broker. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next video where I go more in depth on what it's been like selling real estate during the coronavirus. Until then, this is Sean Sweeney, aka the Corona Broker, aka the legend himself, aka me, signing off.
The sky may be the limit, but space is the place to be.